Hello, everyone. It's Sean from the Go-Wirral podcast and just from Go-Wirral generally. We've got Michelle with us today from Little Northerners. So, Northerners have been just friends of Go-Wirral since the beginning, really, and really helpful with me early on in the journey. So, when I was setting up something which was, a kind of bigger idea than maybe what traditional people have done on the Wirral so far, they were just really helpful with advice and guidance. And actually, like, given the size of their platform and everything, I've just found that to be actually really refreshing. I'd like to say on camera kind of how helpful you both have been, Amy and Michelle. You've just been phenomenal throughout, really. So thank you.
Oh, thanks, Sean.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so for those that don't know, yeah, absolutely massive, but there will be people that maybe who are from the Wirral that don't know, yeah. Could you just explain kind of who you and Amy are and what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So me and my twin sister Amy are just two normal mums. And we started a social media platform called Little Northerners. Just basically when our kids started walking and we were like, oh, right, we need to get out of the house. We need to find places to go, and didn't really know where to start. And then the more places that we found and we had the luxury of going together, we were like, wow, like I wish more people knew about this information where you can take your kids and have family days out. Surely that's going to be useful to other parents too. So yeah, we made first it was an Instagram and it's been followed by TikTok and Facebook, and we are in the process of launching a brand new website, which I can't believe we're even saying that. But yeah, essentially we share family days out across the whole of the Northwest, and we like working with small businesses, places in the community to help shine a spotlight on what they do and what's available, discounts and offers that they might have. And then we share genuine experiences of that from a family that genuinely experienced it with parents who just need to get out of the house, need need something to focus on making memories with the kids and not doing the laundry.
Yeah, amazing. And I think it just really resonates with me for a couple of reasons. I remember those times when my kids are 16 and 14 when they were younger, and we were living in Knowsley at the time, so not too far from where you do a lot of the content in like Warrington and stuff like that. And we were just forever just trying to find what to do next, what's on this weekend, what kind of festivals are on, what farms are doing pumpkin picking, all of that stuff. And we were just doing it
Yeah.
every weekend. But this again, showing me age, was before those days where you could kind of get anything to help you with that. So you were just kind of making it up as you went along. How
Yeah.
long how long ago was that, Michelle?
So actually, I don't like it's gone so fast, but it will be 2 years in August. But I would
Wow.
say that was like just us sharing videos of where we went with essentially family and friends. We had about
Hmm.
400 followers.
Hmm.
And then it wasn't until the December we were like, actually, should we actually put 100% into this and, you know, invest in better camera equipment, invest in doing better videos. And yeah, so it will be about 18 months properly.
Wow, that's amazing. I thought you were going to say about 6 years. So like that's it's kind of scarily impressive. It's terrified me as well because that's pretty fast growth, really, isn't it? Unbelievable. So how many people follow you now across all of your platforms?
I think it's about 170,000, which
Yeah,
is crazy.
that's
That's
crazy.
crazy. And I think this month we've had the highest views across our platforms in 1 month, which has been amazing. So we've worked really, really hard to try and get to a point that we can spread word about our website so people know about it. And I
Hmm.
think it's 7 million views just this last 30 days. So
Yeah.
we're in shock ourselves.
Yeah, that's absolutely unbelievable. I kind of do stuff where I'm always trying to get more views and just so people get more views on the businesses that we promote with Go-Wirral, so we can get more businesses to create money for the community and more money for the charities that we kind of promote every month. And to get that in a month is just like that. They are some crazy figures. I've got no intention of being a content creator because I think content creation is so specific and so valuable. And I actually think it sometimes gets a little bit of a bad rap because it's undervalued. I think that content creation is like modern day documentarianism. So I believe that people like when I look at your videos, so like that video with Chester Zoo that I was talking about, or the one where there's like a cave and we're going in North Wales, or a cable car going up to get there. Like, I feel like I'm there, and obviously because it's filmed in point of view and you don't show yourselves, which I really like as well, actually. Just as an aside, uh, there's a real art form and there's a real skill to it, and I'm sure that have you guys trained on that, or
Thanks, Sean. Do you know, I have always loved photography, and
mm,
I'm always that friend that when it was someone's birthday, I'd make like a video
yeah,
montage, but they'd be
yeah,
like 10 minutes long. So I've always loved photography and making videos. Ironically, my sister, Amy, I don't remember her ever taking a picture in her life, so I'm
yeah,
really proud of her, to be honest. And I think the one thing we've always been, it's really competitive because we're twin sisters. We grew up playing a lot of sports together. So I think because we both run the page, I think maybe I did a video that went viral and then Amy was like, right, I've got to get my skills up. And then I think she did a course, like just a basic course on videoing. And I
yeah.
was like, wow, you've got better than me. So
I
yeah, but we really enjoy it. And it's also, it's amazing for us because we don't show our kids' faces, and that's something if we feel really strongly about. We still like we see the backs of their head and we still remember that they're there. So
Mhm,
for us, we're like documenting our motherhood journey and
yeah,
these amazing memories of when our kids were little.
mhm.
So for us, like it's just a double win because we love looking back on the videos and remembering the memories and where we went and how it felt. So yeah.
Well, I think that's exactly why it connects with so many people. So if you think of growth and like how maybe how quickly you've grown, it's because it does feel natural. We're actually documenting, like I said, documentarianism. We're actually documenting our children growing up who were going through these experiences, and I think maybe that is that key kind of X factor that has made you growing so quickly, because people connect with it, because it's like that's like watching my kids grow up. And yeah, so I'm just wondering what that secret sauce is. So I didn't know whether it was like something creatively, like you're really, really good at that naturally, like artistically, but it's high level is what I would say. And it's just not that easy. It's really, really hard. We covered the festival over the weekend and I had to cover it. And I'm just filming stuff and just trying my best, but it will there's a natural kind of like beauty to how it looks, I think, and it just massive well done on it, and you can see why so many people look at it. Just like these
Thanks, God.
content creators who do food and they just make food look, you just want to eat the food. They just
Oh
make
no,
it
do
look
you know,
perfect. But you're the same
we've we
experience.
started to do a lot more food, and there's so many amazing content creators,
Hmm.
and we need to like study some of their videos.
Hmm.
But like, honestly, the secrets out here, Sean. We've done a few collaborations where we've been on a day out, but included in the packages, the food because we're going to showcase what food they've got and it's
Hmm.
available. And we've ate the entire meal, and then both of us have looked at each other and gone, "We forgot the video content of the food,"
Yeah, we
and
haven't
we've
done it.
been mortified. We've already ate the food, so we had to like apologize profusely. So yeah, there's definitely like behind the scenes things that go on, but we are not quite there yet with capturing food in that way.
Again, we talked about a little bit, didn't we, about like the way like content creator fits more naturally for you, whereas at first it didn't feel that natural to be called a content creator, for example. But I just don't think there's any harm in being a content creator, and I think it's a real art form. I think it's really difficult, and I think it's a real skill that only certain people have got, and you two have definitely got that skill. You're very, very good at it.
Oh, thank you, son.
You can see why you've grown so quickly. Did you ever think that you'd be sharing kind of family days out to like, that many people, over 1 million views in a month? Did you ever think it would go that big when you first started?
No, that's not for us, that was never the
Mm,
goal, and I think this is one of the reasons why we've probably both enjoyed it and love it and have such a passion because we didn't chase that, like, it was
mhm,
never about us, it was never about showing us on the page and having, having that lifestyle. We both work alongside the page at this,
mhm,
we had we work full time or close to full time
mhm.
and then do the content creation as well. And in our day jobs, we work supporting like vulnerable children or vulnerable families. And we know firsthand the valuable of people knowing what's in the community, getting out and about, the positive impacts for that for maternal mental health, paternal mental health, for kids to know, we obviously do big days out, but we do so many free places
Yeah.
and so many gorgeous green places across the Northwest that we just think, or we know from working with families for close to a decade, both of us, that people don't know
Yeah.
always what's in their community or how to get there, or if it's worth the journey or what it looks like. So that's been part of, well, the main drive, I would say, and it's probably why we've kept that, love for it. And maybe that's why the videos do so well, because we're more focused on that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. It's that value to the community, isn't it? So I seen one of your videos and it was about it, and I think like the caption was, "I can't believe that people are spending like £100 on a day out when there's this 30p train." Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and it's things like that, isn't it? A, it's novel. B, it's actually value for money for families that need it, really, isn't it? Yeah, there's something to, and again, I think that video got like massive amounts of traction, didn't it? Because it's
I know
important,
you're talking about the Walton Park's got this little training, and it's
isn't it?
amazing. It's run by volunteers, it's run by this group of people that love trains and love working in the community. And then just next to this gorgeous park, there's like a canal with a canal cafe, a canal cafe boat. The people that own it are just so lovely. Every time we go, we get a coffee and we get food. They're just so nice. They're so polite. There's so many regulars. And we just like, oh, so many more people need to know about this. We didn't, I think the video is about 8 seconds long. It wasn't something that we thought about. We were just like, oh, we should share this. We go all the time. Some of the places we're like, oh, do we keep it secret when it's our favorite ones? But yeah,
Yeah,
we shared it, and it got
yeah,
825,000 views, I
it's big.
think. And the cafe boat owners messaged us and was like, thank you so much. Like it's had a huge impact on business. And those messages just mean the world, because people now know about something that they can do on the weekend that's
Yeah.
um, amazing. And, it's in this gorgeous park and the kids can play and that's free. And yeah, it's just nice to know that it has that impact.
Yeah, it's human impact, isn't it? I think it's
Yeah.
superb, and I think that's why I reached out to you really early, because there's just so much synergy really with what I'm trying to do with the Whittle, and trying to like connect people to things that maybe they didn't know existed because of social media and everything being hidden behind like paywalls and algorithms and stuff like that. And I think there's so much synergy about like putting spotlights on things that you're doing, and what you've done there with that is you're solving a human problem. So a human problem is like, well, I need to take the kids out, but actually, it costs £100 to take the kids out in today's kind of environment. So actually, you're giving a real solution to that problem. No, here's something that you can do, something that can support the community as well, and give you something to do on that weekend for less money, which is like a real life problem for many families at the moment, isn't it? You've talked about the website, and I'm just wondering what problem that would solve. So, the website says like less time searching, more time making memories, and that is definitely something, the calendar, so people could just find out what's on. What problem are we trying to kind of solve for parents with the website? Where are we up to? When's it launching, and what's it going to do for people?
It is launching really, really soon, but it has been a huge project.
Hmm.
Hopefully next week it will
Hmm.
launch, but to be honest, Sean, we're hoping it solves lots of problems. So at the moment, we get so many amazing messages where people have said, thank you so much. We've been to this place that we've seen on your page. We had an amazing time. Really
Yeah,
grateful. But we know that those places, like week on week, keep moving further down the page on our accounts.
yeah.
So we wanted to solve the problem that people will be able to access um, these places without having to scroll through Instagram and try and remember what the caption looked like. Or
Permanent home for things.
yeah, and then the other problem is, we know everyone has different budgets. Someone might be looking for a really special day out because it's a child's birthday or something they want to do that's really memorable, and they might be okay with spending a lot more money. Other people might be looking for 3 days out, or we have all sorts of messages. But someone's messaged us before saying, "I've got 3 kids. They're 3, 9, and 15. Where can I go that they'll all enjoy?" So that's why we've done the website. It's a filterable directory. So another amazing feature on it is that you can put in location. So if you're in the Wirral and you just want places local to the Wirral, you can just search that area. If
Hmm.
you are seeing family and friends and they live on the other side of the northwest, and you've not been there before, you don't know what's there, again, you can put that location in. So I think it's gonna solve so many
It's
problems
superb.
for
Yeah,
parents
it's
there.
superb. It's superb. It's that central point for information for a specific thing or a specific, you could do it for restaurants, you could do it for family days out, but it's a central point, isn't it, for information for people who've got that need at that time. It's a great idea.
You were speaking before about solving problems, but
Hmm.
we both grew up without social media, like, that's,
Hmm.
a new generational thing, so I think social media can get a bad rep sometimes. People often say, "Oh, I'm gonna come off it for a while, I need to reconnect with nature, communities," that type of stuff. So, actually, I think what you're doing and what we're doing is kind of challenging that narrative that you can still use social media to connect you to your community,
Hmm.
connect you to, friends and have, play date. Um, so yeah, hopefully we're having shining a more positive side on it as well.
You're absolutely spot on. It's like social media. I've never wanted to like replace social media because it's social media is what you kind of get out of it. It's like Facebook, isn't it? Let's look at Facebook. Well, actually, if you want to sit there arguing all day on Facebook, that's about you wanting to argue all day on Facebook. It's not, whereas I use Facebook to message me nan, and that's
Yeah,
what I use Facebook for. So it's kind of like it's not the tool itself, really. It's your interaction with that tool, isn't it? And yeah, but I think the more tools that people have in the modern age to kind of get their needs met, the better. So anything like what you're doing to find information faster, information that's relevant to them,
yeah. And we
just
also
huge.
know, not everyone has social media, or like I
Hmm.
said, some people take breaks from it, which is fine. So having the website enables those people to still access
Hmm.
all of these places, by going direct through the website. Or different generations, I've had to teach my mum how to use
Yeah,
social media, and she still doesn't get it all the time. So
yeah.
having a website, would be perfect if you've got grandparents looking to somewhere to take the child and they don't,
Mhm.
they're not used to social media or haven't got an Instagram account.
But it sounds fantastic, and yeah, please keep me in the loop about how it goes. Kind of tell me when it's live, and I'll push it out. So it's kind of
Thanks
known
so
on the
much.
way.
Yeah,
Because people are always looking for stuff to do on the Widow. Hence the reason why we've got the calendar and all that here. But it's not specific to family days out or anything like that. So you're filling a very, very kind of specific need for a very kind of big demographic and a big group of people, really, isn't it? So in terms of trust, so parents are spending like time and money on family days out. How important is it for you guys that the experiences that you're documenting and then putting out there, that you've experienced it yourself? How important is that to you guys?
that's so important. Like, we
Mhm.
have such a trusted audience, and we have so many people who message us who say, I've gone to this place just because I've been somewhere else you've recommended and it didn't disappoint. There are some places, there's not many, but there's some places we've gone and we've just had to be really honest with the owners and say, I'm really sorry, this isn't somewhere that we can recommend for various reasons. And we usually deal with it really sensitively, but we genuinely don't share anywhere that we haven't really enjoyed ourselves,
Yeah.
or the kids haven't. That's not to say, just because we've enjoyed it, someone else can have a different experience. I think our videos look like we're having fun and the kids are having fun because we are. Like,
Yeah.
we cannot make 3-year-olds perform anyway. And that's one of the benefits of not showing their faces. We like record behind them. So they're not looking at the phone. They're just like acting natural. And you
Mhm.
can see in the videos, like, when they are genuinely having, a really, really great day, whether they're jumping up and down or they're
Mhm.
excited, like, their little personalities show through. And we hope that helps, like,
So it's like when I was watching the videos earlier in prep for this, it just takes me back to kind of wanting to go and look at dinosaurs with my kids. You know what I mean? There's so many videos where I'm like, and I think because like the photography and like the style is so good too, it just kind of like it's quite immersive because it's POV. Like there was one where you were in caves. I was just like I just wanted to go, and it's almost taking me back to those times with the kids when they were younger, and you could go to stuff like that.
oh, nostalgic. You'll have
Yeah,
to come with
yeah,
us, Dawn.
yeah. It gives me the feels. Gives me the feels definitely.
Oh, amazing.
So hidden gems. Okay, so you've visited like the hundreds of places in the northwest. What's the kind of hidden gem that you think? should get more attention than it does, maybe, or not enough people know about it?
So I think the word hidden gem has been like is so common on social
Yeah,
media, isn't it? It definitely gives people
yeah.
the ick. But I don't think we've got another alternative phrase to that to
Mhm.
explain what they
Yeah,
are.
let's use it.
Yeah, let's use it. Let's roll with it because for us, a hidden gem is like it's hidden. It's somewhere that people might not necessarily know about or that we haven't heard people talking about. Or we go there and it's quiet and we're thinking, wow, more people need to know about this. So yeah, there's loads and it goes across we do everything from walk and green spaces to wildlife parks to the big days out. And our interests are obviously going to be different potentially to other people's. So we just try and show an authentic experience as much as we can.
Have you been to the Wirral and done anywhere in the Wirral?
Yeah. Do you know, we definitely will have. This is why I need the website, Sean, so I can just quickly put it.
Right. Yeah.
We're in Liverpool and Merseyside way a lot as
Mhm.
well. And there's so many amazing places around there. I can't think off the top of my head. I can definitely get you a list of some of our favourite places that we've been to.
We had a festival on at the weekend, which was family friendly. There's a family friendly festival on this weekend too. It's a bit like Sensory Fest and a
Oh, I
new
mean,
New Brighton Food and Drink Festival. And then there's loads of stuff as well, like Brimstage Maze. I don't know if you've ever been there
oh, of
before.
course, that's in the rural. Yeah, we're going back in a couple of weeks. It's
Yeah,
amazing, and
well,
they've had a big makeover, I believe,
yeah.
for this summer. So we're going back there soon. Yeah, the Brimstage farm is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? And then we've got really good mini golf over here as well, actually, in New Brighton. Like
Yeah.
it's top tier mini golf, I would say, quite different from everything else, Liverpool landmarks and like world landmarks and all that kind of stuff. Very, very good looking mini golf, actually. So yeah.
Um,
So the reality behind the camera, so people see those amazing finished kind of reels that make you want to go to those places, and they're quite immersive kind of experiences. What does a typical week look like in terms of you doing that and creating that content? Because obviously you've mentioned that you work. So how are you fitting it in? How many hours are you doing to kind of get things to look that good?
I wouldn't even like to
You
think
don't want
about
to
that.
admit it.
I couldn't even add up the hours. What I would say is all parents are superheroes, aren't they? We're
Hmm.
all juggling more plates than we ever thought we would juggle,
Yeah.
whether it's picking up from school, going to swimming lessons or football or karate. So we fill our week with memories and days out. We make space for rest as well. And for the
Mhm.
kids, that's not as common, but we make space for that too. We both do. So we both have Tuesdays off, and then Aim is off on a Friday with both the boys. And my dad, he's like the hidden member of Little Northerners.
Yeah.
And then when at the weekend, we often spend time together as well. But sometimes my sister will be with her husband and I'll be with my husband. So I think that's one of the amazing things about both of us running Little Northerners is we sometimes have done our own content separately, but can bring it onto the page. So we don't
Brilliant.
have a typical week. We are really bad at saying no. So if we get invited to an amazing like new location or a place that we know the kids are going to love, we usually just try and work things around to fit it in. I don't know how parents stay at home all day with the kids. I'm just going to say it because we would just go a bit crazy. So getting out of the house, getting fresh air, going on an adventure, like filling it with memories. I just feel like we parent a lot easier outdoors. Whenever
Yeah.
I'm at home, I get distracted with the washing pile or cleaning or tidying up after more snacks. I personally just find it so much easier.
Well,
And I know that everyone will
I'm
have,
just a total narc in the house. I'm just like absolutely narky. I'm just awful. I have to be doing, it's like Sunday yesterday. I was meant to have a morning off. A morning off. I'm just like, what does that mean at this day
yeah.
and age? So I just end up like walking up and down the main road in Heswell where I am on the Whittle, just talking to businesses about Go Whittle. That's my day off. But it was the same when I was with the kids on the weekend. I couldn't stay in with them. I just had to get out. Even
Yeah.
if it was raining, I found in Liverpool there was a £1 cinema called, the Fact Cinema. You get like films for £1 on the weekend. So in the winter, you kind of do that every weekend on a Saturday and a Sunday. And then obviously when the weather was good. it was just out anywhere, anywhere we could find. Probably
Yeah.
exhausted that list really pretty much.
Oh, so I mean, we're so grateful for all the businesses that choose to
Mhm,
collaborate with us and for all the
mhm.
opportunities we've had and the amazing memories we've been able to create with our children. So, yeah, we're really grateful, but we definitely don't have an ordinary week. We go all over the Northwest and beyond. We was in Lake District, and that's still the Northwest, but we was in Peak District too. We go to North
Yeah,
Wales a lot because
I saw that Peak District video, that was good as well. I think that was the cable car one, wasn't it?
yeah, that's Heights of
Yeah.
Abraham, but we've recently we have a friend who, also is a content creator in Wales that ironically we grew up with. We've known her since, we were 2. She runs a page called North Wales Adventurers, and she's always shared, like, the amazing spots in Wales because she lives there now.
Mm.
And yeah, we've been going over that way because it's just we love the little trips there too. But
Have you have you been to Greenwood Forest?
oh, we were there the other week, it's
Yeah,
amazing. It's like a magical theme park in the forest, isn't it? We love that
love
it's
it.
eco-friendly, and we actually stayed in there. They have, like, glamping tents,
Nice.
and so, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've not took my little one camping yet, and glamping's probably the closest we've been.
Yeah.
It had hot showers and a towel warmer, so I don't think it
Yeah,
counts as camping.
I'm not for camping, I'm glamping. I'm not a
Yeah.
camper, not a
But it
camper.
was amazing. It was really, really good, and we'd recommend it to anyone because if you stay at the, glamping tents, you get free access to the park on both days. So we
Good.
were like, we think that's a really good deal.
Mm.
But it's set in the forest. Like some of the rides are powered by the sun and by people. Oh, it's just amazing. We love it
Yeah,
there.
it's great. It's North Wales is as close to Heswell as Liverpool is.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just so much there, isn't there? Even if you go to Land of No Ways, they've got like toboggans and stuff like that. And I think again they're pretty cheap as well. I always find.
Yeah, and I mean, we obviously cover mainly the Northwest, but we've found going on holiday abroad with kids can be really expensive.
Mhm.
Um, and we went last year and we still had an amazing time. But we've been focusing on doing more staycations, like in the Northwest or close by, North Wales and places. And we've had just as a good of a time. We
Mhm.
found in North Wales, a lot of the things we did were like beautiful, stunning walks, going to the beach, things that don't necessarily cost a huge amount, apart from a huge amount in ice creams.
Yeah.
So then we'd went to Zip World in Bexleycoed. They have an alpine roller coaster, and some people might think it's a little bit more pricey, but the itinerary we did in Wales was mainly walks. So we felt like, to pay for an experience like that, oh, it was amazing.
Yeah,
So yeah,
brilliant.
we are going to have a page on the website that will include like, you know, amazing places that we've been to that are outside the Northwest or people who are going on trips, people who want special occasions, days out, things like that.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Yeah, I think North Wales is amazing. I think there's so much to see and do there. Some stuff on staycation is nice, isn't it? I think people need to know what accommodation is family friendly, what accommodation like has family friendly features maybe as well. Because some glamping sites have got alpacas and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, for us.
Pretty handy to know.
Well, we've always loved doing staycations with the boys. We're really lucky. We've had quite a lot of friends who have had kids around the same time, and it's
Mhm.
something we did way before we started Little Northerners. And we used to spend hours planning an itinerary. So we'd find an accommodation that was really suitable to families, but not find much family friendly walks, activities,
Yeah,
days out close by. And again, like we said before, when you've got little ones, sitting in your accommodation with a brew isn't as relaxing as
yeah,
it might sound.
yeah.
So when we share the staycations, we often, you know, say if you would like our itinerary of where we went close by, waterfalls, family friendly walks, where to eat,
Mm.
3 days out, the big days out, let us know when we can send you that. And that's worked really well. I think people have given us really good feedback about that. Planning a trip for them, travel
Yeah.
agent.
Yeah, it's helpful. It's really helpful, actually. The better.
Yeah.
People are like me. They just want to know all the information before they book stuff as well. I think that's the other thing. Certain people would and ah all day because they want loads of information. And sometimes, like, back to that content creation being documentarianism, so if I'm going anywhere, I'll be on YouTube looking at like that area. I'll look at what bloggers have said about particular hotels.
Yeah.
I'm just in that world of gaining lots and lots of information before I make that informed choice, because I'm just all about
Yeah.
informed choice. Let's get on to
Yeah.
stuff about working as sisters. So obviously you're twins and business partners. So you've talked about maybe some of the best parts of working together, as in like, you can create content separately, then then actually that all goes into the little Northerners pot. Who gets the final say if you disagree?
Oh, Sean, this is so funny because I'm here alone, so I can just say me, and
Me.
she's not here to say her. It's a hard one, though. I think because we're sisters and twins at that, we probably, if anyone knows twins, you we probably talk to each other more like frankly than you would anybody
Yeah,
else. And then like we can say something and people will be like, oh, I think they're about to have an argument. And then the
yeah,
next minute we're laughing our heads off and we're best friends.
yeah.
So working together is more fun than not, I would say.
Good.
And it's amazing because I'm not just working with my sister. I'm like, doing this with my nephew and I get
Yeah.
to, and the same with my sister. We get to spend so much time together. So that's really nice. I will give you one example though. People who have followed us might have realized we recently changed our logo. And that's because when we started Little Northerners, we had no idea it was going to grow to what it's grown to, or as fast, or as big. And our logo, or whatever you call it, was just a little bee that we'd
Okay.
found on some, I don't even know, a picture site.
Did you make it on like Microsoft Paint or something?
Not probably it was that bad, or like
Yeah.
just it just wasn't something we could stick to. Also, we did it because like Busy Bees, Manchester, Proud Bee, but with us now doing the whole of the Northwest, we knew that we needed to change it, and unfortunately say goodbye to the bee. So
Yeah.
we took about 3 or 4 months just to try and agree a logo, and we couldn't. So then I compromised so much that I didn't like the design, and Amy compromised so much that she didn't like the design. So we loaded it onto all our socials, didn't announce it, but we were both like, we still don't like it. Anyway, I saw one of my best friends sent me this gif of pandas rolling around on each other. And she said, this made me laugh out loud. It reminded me of your 2 boys. And I was like, oh my gosh, the little panda. So
Yeah.
I said it to Amy. I was like, I've got it, got the new icon for our logo. And she was like, absolutely not.
Oh,
What's a panda got to do with the Northwest? They're not, you don't get pandas in the Northwest. You get them in China, and she's not wrong. But if you look at our logo, Sean,
it's
what will you
Panda.
see? It's a
You won.
panda.
Yeah,
And
you
who
won.
won? Me. I think
It
it
looks
got
good.
to the point
It
where
looks
we,
really good.
thank you. I think so. My best friend does design, and we
Mhm.
actually had to get an expert in because we just couldn't agree. So we told her all our ideas, and she just was amazing. She's got us all our rebranding and our colours. Yeah, so we're really grateful to her. So just in time to launch the website, we've
Mhm.
rebranded, and hopefully it'll be, we can use that to tell a bit more of a story.
No, absolutely, and it looks really good. So yeah, you've
Thank
won.
you.
You've won, and it
I
worked. So
won.
well done.
Yeah, but it's been really hard because, like I said to you earlier, we never came into this to be content creators.
Mhm.
We don't have a background in design or social media or
Mhm.
editing or PR or
Yeah.
marketing. Our background is working with children and families. So yeah, this has all been new to us.
Yeah, but you're doing amazing with it. Leads us to the last question, really. So it's been enough 2 years, hasn't it? Where do you think you will be in 2 years? What does success look like for you in 2 years for you and Amy? What
So
will
in
you be
2 years'
happy with?
time, we really hope that the website is doing really, really well. Parents across the whole of the Northwest who need ideas about where to do family days out know about it and use it and enjoy it and find it useful. And that hopefully, small businesses, family owned businesses, places across the Northwest can, come to us and we can help shine a spotlight on what they do. I don't know if it's 2 years is achievable, but we do want to have another arm to the website where we work more closely with community projects. That's something we're
Okay.
really passionate about.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we're there's lots of things going on in the background to try and move that forward. We want to do projects with transport providers about making days out more accessible,
Mhm.
shining a spotlight on the places that you can get to via public transport, things like that. So yeah, there's lots of things that we are thinking about the next couple of years, but we just hope that parents in the Northwest know about Little Northerners and use the website to find days out that genuinely work for them and have a positive impact on their family life.
Well, I just have a feeling that, anything that you put your mind to, you will achieve because of what you've achieved in the time that you've done it. So, there's something about the fact that it's personal to you, it's family driven, feels very, very natural and organic when you watch it at the minute, the kind of content that you do create. And I just think that, because it's personal to you, that is the thing that will help you kind of continue to grow. So whatever you want to achieve within 2 years, you'll certainly do it.
Oh, thanks so much, Sean, and for
Mhm.
having us on.
Anytime. Yeah, you're always welcome. And I'd love to do some more work with you at some point. Just really, really for what you do, absolutely like the best at it, I think.
Oh,
So
thank
yeah,
you so much. We'll be back covering the Wirral in a couple of weeks, so we'll
good.
definitely.
Where can people find you now, by the way? So before the website's live, how can people find you now?
So we're on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and it's little_northerners. Instagram is our main platform, I would say, and it has a link to the waitlist for the website. So if you want to go on that, you can sign up and you'll receive an email and be the first to know when it's launching.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, Michelle.
Thank you, Sean.
And say hello to Amy as well, okay?
I know I will do. Thank you.
Thank you for all your help so far too.
Thanks.
Thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.